Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to you, Akim, out there pushing this truth with sincerity, fearlessness, risking your lives, and freedom more so than ever. Shalom to the elect, and shalom to you few Akwaf that's in obedience. Back at you with another lesson. And it looks like these devils are rolling on in with their New World Order. All right, let me silence this. But it looks like the devils are rolling on in their New World Order. And the truth is coming out that who runs this kingdom, which is Babylon, Sodom and Egypt, America, is the elite, which is the small hats and all that stuff. So whatever president is around, doesn't matter, they answer to someone higher than them. All right. And they're trying to push a Noahide law, one world government, one world religion. And this is the small hats reaching out to Donald Trump on their mission that he's going to follow through with. Check it out.
God, go ahead. Honestly, you can't make this stuff up. Sent a letter to Trump. You have been elected to fulfill a heavenly mission. Now, before we go any further, for those of you that don't know, these are the Sanhedrin right here. The guys that charged Jesus Christ with blasphemy. So these guys write an open letter to Donald Trump. Let's pick apart this letter for a moment. Then the Sanhedrin published an open letter to Donald Trump, blessing him for putting faith at the forefront by establishing a White House faith office. The Sanhedrin called on the president to establish, check this out, an international divine court for all nations. Dear Honorable President Trump, may Hashem, God, the Creator, bless you and your nation. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for bringing faith to the forefront of American and global culture by establishing the faith office in the White House. This refers to the President's announcement last week, the National Prayer Breakfast, that he would create a White House faith office headed by Pastor Paula White. Major red flag there. White is an outspoken supporter of Israel who has been at the forefront advocating for the Jewish state since October 7th. Earlier last week, White met for 4 hours with Prime Minister Netanyahu. The Sanhedrin letter continued. This is where it gets interesting. Your recognition of the importance of religion in public life is a step toward restoring moral values and spiritual leadership in the world. The Sanhedrin then listed the universal moral code. Now, this universal moral code here is known as the Noahide laws. Now, if you're not familiar with the Noahide laws, I encourage you to research it yourself. We're not going to this video. But invite you to meet the Sanhedrin court rabbis in Jerusalem to discuss the establishment of an international divine court for all nations. This court would be based on the 7 universal commandments given to Noah and reaffirmed at Mount Sinai, a foundation for global peace and divine justice. May Hashem bless you with wisdom, strength, and success in your divine mission. So these guys over here, they just invited Donald Trump to an international divine heavenly court to bring in peace. I don't know, call me crazy, but it's like I read all this.
Yeah, so you see that. What he said, Paula White was the pastor of this thing. A woman is not supposed to have authority over a man. First Timothy's, that's the red. When he even spoke it, he said red flag. It is a red flag. All right. First Timothy's chapter 2 verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So they're appointing a woman named Paula White as the pastor, which is all out wickedness. All right. That's first and foremost. Then they're sweet talking Donald Trump, which is pretty much Donald Trump works for them, you know, for this one world religion thing going on, you know. Because it's in the power of their hands, you know. So they're pushing for an unrighteous decrees. Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widow may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And we already know that the small hats, what they're up on, what they're trying to do, the JOOs, they know what we know that they're nothing. They're all about wickedness and sorcery, and to prey on the weak, which is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And that will ye do in the day of visit. And what will ye do in the day of visitation? In the desolation which shall come from far. To whom will ye flee to for help? And where will ye leave your glory? And when judgment comes to these people, man, they won't have nowhere to go. No one can save them from what the Lord has for them, because they are constantly in a matter of wickedness, man. Constantly pushing wickedness. All right. I got another video. There's a lot of deception going on. I mean, it's a lot. So check this out, because we're talking about the small hats here. This is what they're doing. All right, they're manipulating things in their favor, which they always have done. But they're using their puppets like Donald Trump. Check it out. Here's another.
Jeffrey Epstein in the United States of America is Leo Frank. In every corner of America, when you looked in the paper and saw a molester, he was not black. It was a Jew who raped and murdered a little girl and blamed it on the black man. So, because of that, they said this is defaming our character. We don't want to be defamed. So we created the Anti-Defamation League out of what they proved to defend a pedophile and the image of Jews who was involved in rape and pedophilia and murder of children.
And we all know the ADL, anti-whatever, they're the ones that go to your celebrities that speak out against what's going on. The ADL goes and tries to make Kyrie Irving say apologies and stuff like that, when their origin is about hiding the fact that you heard what was said, So this is it's in the power of their hands to manipulate things. They tried to frame a black janitor, but they were able to manipulate. But at the same time, that couldn't stop. So the guy got caught. But at the same time, this is what they've been doing for years and decades, and all that. So. It's in the power of their hands to do nothing but wickedness, and pretty much Esau is being Esau is being revealed. This is this time of revelation, and they're trying to humanize things and get their new world government going. Because they know they got a short time. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 20. Is it? And this is what these people are set in this society as high, holy, and they are the people, but they're not. All right, but they're nothing but witches and warlocks. And this is what they do. They're trying to do this one world thing, and their origin is nothing but blood, murders, theft, and all that. All right, Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right? They have the power to go to the president and push this, make new coins and stuff like that. They have the power to change their image once they've been revealed that they are who they are. They have the power to start organizations to protect themselves from the wickedness that they've done. They have that power, man. And the truth is coming out, man. It's coming out strong. The wicked is being revealed. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And the spirit of his mouth is those prophets out there in the highways and byways crying out and at camp doing what they're supposed to do. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. And the Lord's going to change all this shit. If we didn't have these guys, man, this shit'd be fucked. If we didn't have the Lord, and the Lord protecting us and bringing us through, this devil would kill us all and frame us all and do all matters of wickedness towards us, our people, so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, so with that, Hope the elect was edified. I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom.